in taking that in reverse order, I think you stand out from the crowd by doing the thing that the crowd isn't doing. And again, I try and reference it in the book where, because I think it's so easy to be able to try and connect with someone digitally because of all of these platforms, all of these channels, all of the DMs, the emails, the timelines, the mentions, whatever else it might be. And I think people sometimes wrongly assume because it's so easy to potentially get in, to connect with somebody, it should be as easy to get a response from somebody, so that everyone actually is drowned out in their own anonymous noise. The noise of trying to communicate with somebody that they want to, but then not getting a response because maybe someone's too busy, or maybe they haven't seen it, or maybe it was filtered out, or maybe they don't have time, or all of that type of stuff. So if that is the premise, which is lots more people are contacting people digitally in order to try and get a response, the question is, how do you get a response? And I think the answer to the question of getting a response is the question. I'm speaking in loads of riddles right now. And the question is how to get to yes. And you get to yes by thinking about the other person. Because if you just contact someone and say, please can I have work experience? Please can I have a coffee for half an hour? Please can you go out of your way to help me? Which effectively turns into, without sounding too difficult to say, it's like a pity thing. Please take pity on me because I need some help to some degree. I'm not in as a strong a status position than you, but even if that's the case, please, because of your higher status, help me out. And I think that if a lot of people invert that logic, so that logic actually becomes, let me think about what the recipient of this message actually would find useful. And then all the recipient has to do is type 3 letters, yes. So maybe they're in the music industry and you think you found a really cool new band. Write a 500 page report, 500 word report of explaining why they're good, and then maybe a demo or something, and then say, we should go and see them together. Or maybe actually this person is really busy, but maybe you can write a scouting report on a football player that they might find useful. You've got to find the thing that will be useful for the other person. And if you start by that approach to a degree, and all they have to do is a very simple reply, you just need to start the relationship. You don't need to be best friends with the person straight away. You just need to be able to show competence, willingness, proactivity, all of these positive attributes which show that going above and beyond, whilst also demonstrating that you're good enough to be able to actually substantively help. And if you can get to yes by doing those things, I think you're in a much stronger position. And the good thing is already, because I've said this in a few talks over the last 6 months or so, and the great thing is I think I've had about 5 to 10 emails or DMs from people, or Instagram messages, whatever Instagram message is called, maybe it's called a DM, where the title of it is, I don't want work experience. They'll specifically say, I don't want work experience. I listened to your talk. All I need you to say is yes. And I'm going to write you this report. Please say yes. And I think that would work. Well, I think it would work more than the opposite.